Hi everyone, Matthew Robinson, back again, as always, to talk to you about more on Sarah Palin. Wait, that's right, more on Sarah Palin. This is actually kind of a two-part video thing. So this one is titled The Bridge to Nowhere. And it's titled The Bridge to Nowhere because when Sarah Palin was coming out of it, she was talking about the bridge to nowhere, and John McCain was talking about the bridge to nowhere. I thought the bridge to nowhere was like this kind of like this figure of speech, like, you know, just like, I don't know what it would represent, like something like, you know, useless or pointless or random government spending, poor bill spending. That's what I thought it represented. I thought there was no such thing there, but apparently, the bridge to nowhere is it's actually a bridge. Am I right on that? Wait, what? There's actually going to be a bridge built? There literally was going to be a bridge built to... No, what? Huh? If there is a bridge to nowhere, or they plan to build a bridge to nowhere, where were they going to build it? I mean, because... I don't know, that'd be kind of like a landmark. Like, hey, let's go see the bridge to nowhere. Anyway, I'm just spouting off some random stuff right there. The point is, there's some more stuff I want to talk to you about Sarah Palin. Now... after reviewing her incredibly negative speech that she gave, where she criticized, I mean, first of all, okay, if what you're going to do is criticize a man for being a community servant, you're going to say that that somehow makes him a bad politician or a bad person or not right to lead this country? Aren't community organizers, the grassroots people, the people who are actually there on the ground when the government says, hey, do something? Aren't they the people who actually make the difference? Aren't they the people who actually go out and give their time and their long hours to change things? You're going to bash a guy for that? You're going to bash this guy for being ambitious and climbing up the ladder and coming to the president? Look, you can say what you want about Barack Obama's inexperience, but if he's made it this far, there's obviously something really special about him, and he's pretty talented. I don't care how appealing you are. If you don't have something, if people aren't believing in some of the stuff that you're saying, you're not going to become the head of a major party's political ticket. It just doesn't happen like that. So, a little bit more on Sarah Palin. Apparently, she wanted to get rid of certain books in her city's library because they went against Christian thought, like teaching evolution. Look, as I said, I am a devout Christian, but censorship is wrong, and you can't do that to other people. That's wrong, and that's terrible. And there's some other stuff going around. Apparently, she has her own version of Jeremiah Wright. And I'm not going to slam on her for having a preacher that's like Jeremiah Wright, because I'm not going to slam on Barack Obama for that, or John McCain for being kind of like related to John Hagee with some of the stuff John Hagee said. So you know what? That's not even a big deal. We shouldn't even worry about that. What I am worried about is when Sarah Palin said that Iraq was some sort of like holy war. That kind of terminology scares me, because for a long time, you know, there's just been this stigma about Christians that they think that they're so much better than everybody else, and that their mission is to like purge the world and, you know, just kind of rule over it. And you know what? Look, Sarah, stop. You sound... I'm just saying that that's not really something you really need to be talking about, Sarah Palin. That's completely... what's the word I'm looking for? Creepy? Makes you sound pretty power hungry. Now, apparently this stuff, Troopergate, as they're calling it, apparently some controversy around that. I don't really know what to make of that, because people make allegations all the time, and, you know, it was a nasty thing with her brother-in-law. I've heard one report said that her brother-in-law, like, tasered somebody or something. Look, if he tasered somebody, I would have gotten him fired too. Look, I mean, she abused power. If she did really abuse the power, that's going to be terrible and horrible for the GOP party. And if she didn't, you know, we shouldn't really even... don't get too much focus on this until we get a verdict. But of course, the verdict could come... who knows when that verdict could come? Let's just say this. If somehow John McCain won in November, and then we found out that Sarah Palin was dirty, I'd be pretty pissed off. But I'm not going to go too much into that. Anyway, That's what I think about this. So basically, I think that the Republicans, with their whole convention, they were really trash-talking Barack Obama. They were really putting down the man for stuff that didn't even make sense to put down the guy for. Now they're trying to twist around the words and say that he was saying like the surge worked. Yes, he said the surge worked because it's just basic math. If you send more troops, you're going to have better results because there's more manpower. That's nothing wrong with admitting to that. There's nothing to saying, oh, I believe in John McCain now because he supported the truth. Of course, the surge is gonna work. The problem is we should have never been there in the first place. I'm sorry. You know, they're always saying we'll honor our troops and everything, but real honoring troops is not sending them over to a pointless war. And I love and respect the members of the Army. I have friends who are enrolled in the ROTC and the armed forces in some way or another. And some of them are Republican and some of them are Democrat. But personally, I believe that this war is wrong and that there's something wrong with this. So you know what? That's all I gotta say. This war is, as they would say, a bridge to nowhere. Now, I know I've been talking politics for the last 2 or 3 videos, so you know, I'm not gonna talk politics in the next video. I think the next time I talk, I'm gonna talk about the WWE versus TNA with their knockouts and their divas. And I'm going to be comparing, sizing them down, sizing down the roster, and I'm going to be giving a verdict on which brand has the better women's wrestling division. So look for that. It'll be fun. No politics involved. Don't worry, guys. I'm not going to talk about politics too much. I will come back to politics eventually, but right now I'm going to go to wrestling, WWE versus TNA with their women's division. So that's going to be my next video. Please subscribe. Tell your friends about me. Come on, guys. I'm almost there. I'm almost at 50 subscribers. That'll be a nice landmark. Also, guys, thanks for watching Chess by Mail and taking it over the top with 2,000 views. Here's a little link. Take you there to Chess by Mail. So anyway, thanks again. Remember, this is just my opinion. I just think that Sarah Palin's a little whack. And yes, I said the word whack. That's all remember. It's on the hair. See you next time.